Greetings, traveler.
Alright guys, we got ourselves a fantastic Jeef game coming in. This came highly recommended to me. We have Dragons, Ellies, Pirates, Quillbore, Undead, and we're playing in the Oathstone anomaly. So that means the Time Warp units will appear on turn 7 and turn 10. And we're going for, again, the double hero power. So I just played my own Oathstone game, really silly, but I have a feeling Jeef is gonna, you know, do a little better. We got ourselves a coin busker opener, so that's always fun. That way you can play the busker on turn 1 and not float the gold. Oh wait. Oh, I just skipped the. I was just like, oh, he didn't have a board, but I. All right, here we go. Level and coin. There we go. We got ourselves a Trog. This is very nice. Gen only has 7 armor, so if you're able to win your first 2 fights, that's such a big deal. Also, another advantage of not having to hold the busker is that you get to play a good 5 gold turn when it's offered. It's always awkward when you play your busker on turn 2 to have 6 gold on turn 3, and then you roll Chef's Choice and you're like, right? Yeah. But that's not the case here. Sorry, I was also reading chat. Got a little distracted. I would say keep it down there in YouTube chat. Behave. Level Baroff? Question mark? It's a little weird if you haven't been in the Baroff state of mind, but Jeef will switch into that in no time. Guff? Secret guy? I don't know. He's looking at cat. I don't think it's cat, right? I think it's Guff for secret. Yeah, okay, we're going Guff. Baroff to make the money, and then Guff to spend the money. That's great. Money goes in, money goes out. Like me and my wife. Sorry. Alright. Here we go. Let's see what's being picked here. The Phelan's on 3. That's the turn before he gets strong, right? I mean, it's probably just Othar. He's still on 2. He's probably waiting to see if he levels or not. Alright, here we go. And what is this? Is this 4 on 4? Alright, here we go. Probably still level. The fact that he's on 37 HP here is so good, by the way. 1 is bet, of course. The Phelan levels and gets his 4-drop. Wow, he's gonna buy the dragon? Just buy and... Oh, buy and tier. Because he has the coins. Sure. Okay, so he thought that was good enough, buying the Chroma. I guess there are certain 2-drop spells like Chef's Choice that would make him quite a bit stronger here. Alright, I'm probably not going to zoom in on every single bet he makes. I think for the first few bets it's okay to try and analyze it a bit, but it's probably going to bog down the game a little bit too much if we're going to hyper-focus on every bet. We're going to assume that Jeef just gets it right. Alright. Alright, chat was getting a little rowdy. To throw a timeout in there. Okay, so here he gets a pivot trinket, and that's because he only has 1 pirate on the board. So he gets to play Splinter for only 1 gold instead of 3, because the Splinter is a pirate trinket, and if you don't have 2 pirates on your board, you're not considered pirates, and therefore it gets offered as a pivot trinket. Makes a very, very, I would say this is a very clean use of the shop. Like, very, very nice with gold. And this is something you see very often when people pick Splinter. They need to really maximize their money. Now, winning this bet will be huge for a Splinter. So we can spend a little bit more time on this one. It's Sire versus Thorum. They're both on tier 4. Sire does have a Wolves and a Ticket a Sticker. Thorum will not have a 7-drop yet. So logically, I would go with the Sire. But he davs just War Drum, so that is another thing. We'll see what Jeef ends up going with. It's not super easy because on paper the Sire should win, but the Sire is losing and the Thorum is not. So that's always a bit of a weird one, right? You're like, this Thorum shouldn't win, but he tied and the Sire has been losing. Ooh, goes with the Thorum. Okay, let's see if it works. We'll see. It does happen quite often when you're playing Baroff and you're like, really? This guy's winning? He shouldn't be winning, right? Because he doesn't have the 7-drop yet. Sire has the quest active. But shop luck is a thing, right? And ooh, sometimes the gut feeling, right? You're like, I'm gonna go for it, but then you're like, damn, I should have just gone with the logic pick, right? Because logic dictates that the sire wins that, because the sire has more resources available than the Thorim, with the Thorim not having the 7-drop yet. However, right, sire lost, Thorim didn't, so you're like, well, maybe. He can still sell though, he probably will. So if he coins, he goes up to 10 gold. And then you just start selling things. He might just keep his pair here, yeah. Alright, gets a golden 5-drop. Conjurer. This is starting to get very scary. Summoner's Tempo. I would be trying not to lose here, but Weaver is the scaling. I guess Weaver is also Tempo, because you have 2 skulls, but not that much. The question is, can he proc his hero power here? Is he proccing Guff here? I think Jeef probably set it up in a way where he can proc Guff here, right? But yeah, that cost him 3 units on his board, that bet. Okay, we'll go for the immediate tempo here. Oh, cannot proc the hero power yet. Damn. That is unfortunate. Oh, that's a tough one. So Thorim did lose. Might have the 7-drop this turn, though. He could take another hit and still be good. Well, you would prefer to not take it, right? So yes, I mean, you are right in that 15 is a magic number, right? You want to stay above 15, so 16, I suppose, is a magic number. So if he does end up losing here, he is not below 15 yet, but you would much rather be in a spot where you're not that close yet, right? Where you could take a hit and still be above 15, but looks like the summoner is enough. He's not going to take the damage. Loses the bet again. That's unfortunate. That's also what I meant earlier with the Baroff. Like, if you're not really in the Baroff mindset and then you take the Baroff hero power on turn 4, at least for me, that would be a little bit... Okay, so he does get Kel'Thuzad. Yeah. None of these really work. I guess Ringbearer? There's spell power in the shop, yeah. I guess that is some tempo. So Kel'Thuzad can make a triple, but it can also make more 6-drops here. You can get more Eternal Summoner with that. But the board space is going to become very awkward if he also has to fit Ringbearer and the spell power. He's looking at potentially Belinda. There we go. Okay, gets the armor, goes above 30. So now he has 2 hits in him. That's really cool. Don't worry about it. Okay, so he will end up going with the Belinda here and copies the summoner. And I think a big part of why he doesn't end up going Ringbearer is because he just does not have the board space, right? He does have a Titus from this the spell, right? That discovers a 5-drop. Now the question is, how does he turn this into something that stops losing? Because he doesn't really have, like, I guess he has night scaling, right? But it's not like he played spells with a Weaver. It's not like he has a Charming. He doesn't have Pirates on the board, doesn't have a Bran or anything. There is a Titus here. The Faceless can make Golden Titus. It can make Golden Thingy, Golden Summoner, but looks like he's gonna roll away the Titus and just get some battle cries for 1 gold. So likes to buy the Chilmir Mos. Oh, on Guff. Holy Guff. Right. That's a Guff thing. Okay. Takes the shield. Interesting. Wow. Dude, holy Guff. That is so good. I just realized. Yep. So for those of you who are like, wait, what's the synergy? Chilmir Mosaic spawns a shop full of minions that only cost 1 gold, but they still have their relevant tavern tiers. So Guff says after you buy 20 stars worth of tavern tiers, discover a triple. So if you buy a 5-drop that costs 1 gold, you still have 5 out of the 20 required things, right? Required stars bought. So every turn he gets to really ramp up the what's it called, the hero power. We saw him skip that dragon pair earlier. Is going for more reborn. What will he reborn here? You can technically reborn a Titus and then just have a bunch of Oh, then double cast with Belinda. Okay, cool. And just have a bunch of knights. He's just armoring up. He's just playing defense, yeah. Reborn Titus, or are we not even reborning anything? Oh, he's making more of those. Oh, that's disgusting. All right, you can do that. So Kalthazot kills off an undead and then spawns it right back. So what happens here is you kill it off and you get one without reborn and one with reborn. That's kind of nasty. 92% to win here because the opponent is pretty low on health, right? And he's getting reborn knights into combat. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice synergy here. Yeah, that's a lot of knights. So the fact that the opponent doesn't have that much health and then the knights deal so much damage, it's a really good for us. Also the double reborn. This is just classic Jeef making a board out of nothing where he's just like, okay, let me just make something strong and then we'll figure it out. Because this isn't like your typical, oh, I'm playing a comp, right? He's just doing stuff on the board so that he doesn't lose fights. There's another reborn, so he can reborn the one that doesn't have reborn right now and then just keep making more. Okay, is not gonna be tempted to do that. Is he? Okay, he is. I would think so, right? Because when it dies, I think it resets his ability. I think we saw that with the knight getting reborn as well. He's also kept this Golden Baron's conjure so long, just milking the gold, but also wasn't tempted to play the Titus. So that's a very delicate balance here between getting enough value from his minion without getting too greedy with the Titus and then dying. Oh, he will not reborn it anyways. Looking at reborning the summoner. Just for tempo, I guess that makes sense. When your hand is this full, you gotta be careful not to overdraw your hero power though. He's got Grave Robber. Okay, now he makes Golden Summoner anyway. So he doesn't have to alter reborn. Yeah, he's gonna waste his reborns. Yeah, he has to just go. This is something Jeef does quite well. Oh, he's gonna golden that one. Oh, right. I got it now. Okay, I see, because now that it's golden, the KT will make another golden one. He's still pretty low on his undead attack though. He's looking for a reborn target now, I'm guessing. Okay, and then he can reborn the summoner. It was already reborn to, right? Yeah. Man, this is some interesting stuff. Yeah, I guess this is a cool comp. Like the knight dies and then gets reborn, but you can see that there are some real stats coming on the enemy board here. So this is getting scary. Like we just haven't really scaled other than these knights, and it's not even that bad because you're getting pretty good value from these reborn guys in the back. Wait, when it dies, it resets, so the knight gets another reborn. Dude, this is a good board. Wow. Oh, he ties! Let's go! Damn, that was so good. The reborn guy got killed right in time to reset its ability, which then gave him more value. Okay, now he gets a 6. Got Weaver. Yeah, every time he plays a card, he wastes his reborn. It's so annoying. Yeah, ugh. He has to make hand space. He's like, no, my reborn. Ugh. But I mean, he reborns 4 things. Yeah. So he can honestly oh, Drakari to make more. Okay, he's using all his reborns. He's like, good. Get out of here. Get out of here, you little reborns. There is a reborn thing he can farm here if he wants to give more reborn. But then he has to sell knights, play it, kill it off. He can do it twice and have a reborn knight to begin with. Okay, it's just gonna sell both knights to not miss. Alright, here we go. And you get a reborn, and you get a reborn. Now, does he bank this Grave Robber? He does. Oh, he hit the KT. Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, I guess that is something that can happen. Oh, he has a Spore here. Is he going to just like taunt Spore? Yeah, he is. Oh, okay. I see now. I see. I was like, damn. So what was going through my mind? Oh my god. Is he gonna steal? That would be insane. Is he doing it? He's not doing it. Okay. Okay, we're holding this board? Okay, we want to reborn it, I guess. Yeah. So he's throwing one round here. So essentially, this is what I was a little bit worried about is when he plays Drakari, he goes very, very weak in terms of combat strength because it doubles the KT, but his reborners aren't doing much. So the man, this is getting quite complicated. Yeah, he's getting his reborn back the whole time. They're just reborning each other. Okay, that does not have reborn then. Okay. Yeah, he's out of reborns. He's empty, chat. No more reborns. This is looking scary, but yeah, it's, I don't know. If he plays a spore, the spore gets reborn. And then when it dies, it comes back with reborn. And then it comes back. Yeah, okay, I can see that. But yeah, man. Does that lose the tokens? You can technically... Wow, dude, my brain is kind of exploding with this. There's so much here. Now, he has to be careful when he buys a lot of minions because all of a sudden... Yeah, I like that. All of a sudden, he's going to be forced to play minions again, and then he's going to consume his reborns, right? Which isn't something he wants. I guess he doesn't even want to consume his reborns during the tavern phase, yeah. Because if all of these guys still have their ability, they take it into combat, right? Yeah. But he is on 9, right? This is do or die. So he's trying to get some undead attack to supplement what he's doing. He doesn't have a... Oh, he can kill off the thing. What's he going to do with the Plague Runner to kill it off? Is he just going to have it on the board? Sells the Summoner. Okay. Wait, we're selling the Summoner? What's happening with... Okay, now I'm confused. Sure. Okay, no spore. He's on 9. Wait, okay. I just need to watch. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm here normally to explain and to say what's going on, but I do not know what's going on. So he's just reborning his Plague Runner over and over. But these guys in the front don't have their ability anymore, right? You can see the lightning symbol. There's only one guy in the back that has a lightning symbol. But now that reborns and it has its ability again. Yeah, so he needs to get lucky with the combats that he doesn't lose the guys that don't have reborn. As long as the guys that have reborn, they die and then get reborn, it works, yeah. I don't know. I don't think Tracker has any idea what's going on. I don't think you can look at these percentages right now. The Tracker was not designed for this. It's being abused right now, to be honest. So he needed to farm Undead Attack first before he goes in with the Spore. He's got full Kel'Thuzad value now, right? He has 5. Leeroy. Okay, yeah, that's the one he's looking for. Because that goes through Shield, that kills Cleave. 2 Leeroys. Why play 1 Leeroy if you can have 2 Leeroys? Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, out of KT, out of Plague Runner, played 2 Leeroys. Call it a day. All right, not interested in the second Leeroy, it seems. This is some classic Jeef bull, to be honest. Classic Jeef. The Leeroy is saying, "Are you sure? Are you certain? Are you certain you don't want me?" He was like, "Yes, yes I am. Get out of my shop." No, he's not. He's like, all right, you little rascal. All right, Leeroy, that's fine. Okay, I just need to see this, right? So he has the ability on 2 of his guys, right? No, 3 of the guys. If you look in the back here, this guy has a lightning symbol, this guy has a lightning symbol, this guy has a lightning symbol. This one doesn't. Oh, this one has 2. Okay. And then he freezes the buff to play around Blaster. Yeah, his is on 1 health. Oh my god. Oh, this is such a Blaster waiting to happen. This is scary. I can see why he froze that spell. He's like, I need health. Health now. The thing is, that's only 2/2, right? I don't think he has spell power. So he's still on 3 for Blaster. Sindore. Okay. Yeah, that's not getting reborn 10. Man, that is scary. Oh, but it kills the Sindore. Right, of course. He has 100% to win. Wait, maybe Tracker does calculate this properly. Tracker's like, nah, this looks like 100% to me. This is so stupid. Then it comes back with reborn, and then Leeroy comes back with reborn. They are refreshing their abilities. When you have to see, when they reborn, the lightning symbol comes back. So when it dies, it regains its ability. So then the next 2 things that die, or rather get reborn and summoned, get another reborn. So unless things die in a very specific order, you basically have infinite reborns. Oh, that's fine. That's a buff. Yeah. Yeah, he's just tying up his... Oh, he does have +1 HP spell power. Okay. So now he has 8 health. That's out of range of Titus plus Blaster. Dude, this is so silly. All right, another Sindore. Yeah, Sindore is the counter to this. If he removes... Yeah. So you see that he has 15% to lose here? That's if the Sindore hits both Leeroys. Because then there's no reborn. Okay. That would be so sad. Okay. Leeroy, come back. This whole fight is just like, Leeroy, Leeroy, Leeroy Jenkins. Leeroy. This is actually so stupid, man. It's funny how Jeef just looks like he's dying the whole game, and he's like, oh, I've assembled all 5 pieces of Exodia. Yeah. You just, if you're the opponent and you know this is happening, you're just farming Sindore. So you're just like, please, just get rid of all the reborns. Kill it with fire. Remove it. All right, has the new hero power. What? We're rolling away Rokara? That's crazy. Oh. That's disgusting. All right. So I want to say, normally what this opponent has is such good anti-scam, right? You have Ravager, you have 3 Cleaves, you have Broodmother. But Jeef has 99.9% to win here, and I'm sure that 0.1% is just a bullshit thing where the tracker didn't have enough time. Because the Cleaves are actually so bad. And here's why, right? He cleaves here, and he kills multiple things, which means they reborn, and they get their ability back. So he's just getting more reborns now. So these Leeroys are reborning forever. Every time he cleaves stuff and kills it faster, it's like a Hydra, man. He just gets more heads. Like, you can't cleave a Hydra. The Morchi is learning a valuable lesson here. You cannot cleave a Hydra. It doesn't work. All right, Jeef. All right.